Hey everyone, Dalton Grados with Grados Capital here. It is a rainy Saturday here in the free state of Florida. So I won't be talking about the markets today, but wanted to make a video kind of about overall vision and entrepreneurship. And so I am, as of today, March 6th, 2021, I'm 25 years old. So in the 2008 financial crisis, 2008, 2009, 2010, I was 12, 13, 14 years old. And that is sort of the age where you can start looking at the adult world and kind of understand what's going on. Um, and so through those years, that was the time when we had the whole financial crisis of 2008. A lot of people getting laid off, a lot of foreclosures. I saw a lot of my friends' parents losing their jobs, families having to move. I remember helping a family friend. I think we actually took some furniture from him, but we helped him move from their nice lake house over to a small condo. They were significantly downsizing and foreclosing on their nice lake house that they had. And so that was, I remember that distinctly in my formative years. And now, being in my mid 20s, out of college, sort of the age where you start entering the workforce, um, you have everything that's happened over the past year with the pandemic and the shutdowns and, again, rising unemployment. And so, because of that life experience, I have always had this drive and ambition to build something for myself because in my mind, it's like, well, I have to build something for myself. And so the message of this video is you have to build something and you have to build it now or suffer later. And from my life experience, I've mostly seen the corporate world, regular, stable, quote unquote, stable salary jobs fail people. I have seen more of that than not. Even my own dad getting laid off 3 times over a period of 4 or 5 years and being very skilled at what he does. But sometimes, even at his level, the tallest blade of grass gets cut first because they can afford 3 starting salaries for what they're paying him. So you find yourself in your late 40s, early 50s having to start over again. And so in my mind, which might be contrarian to previous generations, is actually the most stable, the most reliable thing I can do is build a business for myself. And not everyone can build a business. I found out through my experience in sales that a lot of people, most people, are not cut out to be self-employed. They simply don't have the drive or discipline to give themselves a structure. And so I guess who I'm talking to in this video are the top 3%ers. So Stefan Aarnio, who I really admire his work, he says that if you give people all the tools they need, 50% of people do nothing with it. 47% of people do the bare minimum needed to get by. The top 2% of that 47% are superstars if you whip them. And then you have the 3% self-whipping superstars. And I guess who I'm speaking to today are the 3% self-whipping superstars. It takes some self-awareness to know, if that's the type of person you are. I guess if you're not sure, maybe do some personality tests. I know that for a fact for myself, and I have many other people that have worked with me that can attest to that. So I can't really teach self-awareness, but that is a major factor of it, of realizing your personal strengths and weaknesses. And so look, it's different if you are in the medical field, nurses, doctors, physicians assistants. If you're an engineer, if you have a trade, you're a plumber, you fix air conditioners. Those positions, I would say, are very stable. You will never not have work. But for most of us here, watching this channel is people in the business and finance world, you have to build something for yourself. And you have to do it young. And so one mantra that I always live by is actually a Chinese proverb of do what is hard when it is easy. And that's with everything. So, it's easy to make sacrifices and build a business when you're young and have the least responsibilities. But it's also easy not to, right? You could go and party away your 20s. And I've sat across the table from several people who, I'm 31 now. I just had to move back in with my dad, and I got a job as a bar back, and I don't know, man. I just partied away in my 20s. And if that's you watching this, you have time to turn yourself around, but you've got to start now. And at age 23, I sat across from someone telling me that, and I kind of had that realization of like, okay, I get it. My actions in my 20s will determine my 30s and really the rest of my life. And so this is the time to make those sacrifices, to live the Stoic lifestyle, and build something that's going to give me ultimately security, freedom and autonomy, and the ability to make as much money as I desire, not be confined to a salary. And so look, if you're watching this and you don't know what to do, when I think about building a business, I want to have the most freedom and autonomy possible, and security. So that could be something like a business where you have a lot of clients. And so like when I was teaching guitar lessons, okay, I have 20 students, one or two come and go here and there, but what are the chances that all 20 cancel on me on the same day? Very low. So you're spreading your risk across clients. I'm obviously now going to be biased towards trading. I think it's the perfect business for me because I can do it from anywhere. I can scale it, unlimited scalability, and I truly don't have to answer to anyone. So when I was in life insurance sales, that was great. I didn't have a boss, but I had clients texting me while I'm 4 beers deep at happy hour, and I realized I don't want that either. Another thing is not every hobby has to be a business. I like to go by the saying that everyone should have 3 hobbies: one that makes you money, one that keeps you creative, and one that keeps you fit. So the hobby that keeps you fit doesn't have to make you money. I do music to be creative, and I found out kind of the hard way that I'll never make money from that, or at least not more than like the bare minimum to survive. So for me, I have trading that makes me money. I have weightlifting and other activities that keep me fit, and I have music to keep me creative. So all this to say is that when you're young and able, you have to build something if you're going to be in the business world. And you have to build it now. And you're most likely not going to succeed on your first venture. I certainly didn't. But you're going to learn, and you're going to pivot from that, and you're going to take your experience into something else, and ultimately find success and freedom. And it's a hard path. There's going to be plenty of bumps along the way. But even like with trading, I thought about this the other day. Like, if I have a loss, which nowadays, fortunately, are pretty few and far between, but losses are inevitable in trading. It's like, well, I lost that money. Okay, it wasn't a company saying, hey, we got to cut everyone's salary 20% because they're not making the numbers at corporate, and sorry. Or hey, we can give you 2 weeks severance, but we're making budget cuts and we got to let you go. You got to go start over. It's not that situation. If I have a loss in my trading, I lost that money. And I can turn it around and learn from it and learn how to not lose that money again. And so it's like I either win or I learn. Every loss is a learning experience, and it's really like it's win-win. So I want to inspire, encourage, motivate anyone out there watching this that if you have been on the fence about starting something, just start. Just do something. Just get it going. If you're currently in the mud, you're grinding, keep going. It will be worth it. And keep doing what is hard when it is easy. In everything, whether it's business or money, it's easy to save when you're making a little extra. It's also easy not to. It's easy to spend it on alcohol. You gotta make that decision. It's easy to tell your wife you love her when you're not on the brink of divorce. It's also easy not to because everything is going well. But a mentor told me that it's those little differences, it's those little things, doing what is hard when it is easy, that make the difference. I think anyone who's gone through a similar life situation that I have, being in my generation and sort of the state of the world we're in, the only way to really live the life you want to live on your own terms, with being financially independent, being totally autonomous, and creating the lifestyle you want, being able to control your own schedule, being able to live anywhere in the world, you've got to build something. You've got to build something. And you've got to do it now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Dalton Grados with Grados Capital. Don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. And follow Grados Capital on Instagram. I'll see you guys next time.